Today we're taking a look at the HIMIWAY Cobra Pro e-bike. I'm here today to show you guys either how much it sucks or how good of a bike it is. And I get the comments sometimes, it's like, oh, they sent you that bike for free. It's gonna be a biased review. I'll let you in on a little secret. It's already a done deal. I can say whatever I want about it. I guess let's just get out of the box and see how good it is. Let's do it. All right, just like that, the HIMIWAY Cobra Pro is all set up and looking so good. So let me show you guys specs really quick, then we'll take a look at this thing. All right, so here's the Cobra Pro on the HIMIWAY website, and let's get the first thing out of the way. This is a $4,000 e-bike, and I mean, it does definitely look like it right out of the box. Pretty sweet bike. It's a very big bike. It's got 42 reviews. It's got 40 5-star reviews, and then 2 4-star reviews. There's lots of specs on their website if you guys want to check it out more. So it's a 400-pound payload capacity. It's got huge tires, a 1,000-watt mid-drive motor, which is pretty special. Now it is 48 volts. I was kind of expecting a little bit more for the price, but it is 20 amp hour, and apparently it's Samsung lithium cells, so they should be decent. And it says max speed is 25 miles per hour. I'm definitely gonna see if I can juice it up past that. And it says 80 miles per charge. So those are the main specs. It does have specs of pretty much every other thing. If you guys want to check it out, there's a link below, but I'm not going to bore you here. All right, so let's give this thing a good old-fashioned walk around really quick. So what you guys are looking at is the Cobra Pro. It does have a carbon fiber look, but don't let your eyes be deceived. This is an aluminum frame, which is totally fine for me. Obviously, it's not true carbon fiber, but it looks freaking sweet to the eye. One positive, though, about not being actual carbon fiber is this frame will not crack over time. This bike is definitely giving me vibes of Nyrika e-bike. This is like the Nyrika Prime was one of my favorite e-bikes ever. And this is very, very, very reminiscent of it. All right, so here is the mid-drive motor down here. Can't wait to put that to the test, but it also looks like there is a hub motor back here as well. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research. I can't really tell what I'm looking at, but I'll update you guys in a bit when I actually do more research on it. And let's go ahead and take a look at the software really quick. You got your pedal assist. Obviously you can change that up or down. You have your information button, which will change your odometer, that kind of thing. And then obviously you have your headlight control here. The headlight is nice and bright. It is a 7-speed shifter on this bike. And overall, just the hardware on this thing and the overall feel of it, just touching it, really, being hands-on with this thing, it's a really, really well put together, very nice bike. So I'll show you guys the front end a little bit. Here are the headlights. Again, I'm gonna get you right in the beam. They're really bright, projector bulbs. It does have adjustable front suspension, which is really nice as well. Disc brake up front. And yeah, overall, just a very, very cool looking e-bike. That's kind of just like the 10,000 foot view of this bike. We're gonna get on this thing and actually ride it and get some performance specs and everything, top speed, full range, everything that this bike will give you on a daily, riding. I guess it is worth mentioning that it does come with a very extensive and lots of pictures in this owner's manual. It tells you exactly how to do everything, which is very, very nice. Not a lot of e-bikes come with this detailed of a manual, and it does come with a charger and a multi-purpose tool, but that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get this bike plugged in, give it a full charge, and then we're gonna get out to the street and show you guys how it rides. All right, you guys can see here, I'm on a full charge. I just charged this thing up overnight, so we're topped off and ready to ride. So let's get this thing out to the street and see how it rides. It's a big bike, that's for sure. Dang, like I'm 6'3", 208 pounds, and I barely I had to put the seat down. I've never had to do that before.
That's crazy.
All right, let's do it. All right, brake test. Pretty pretty average for an e-bike, maybe a little bit, you know, a little bit farther because of the big tires probably. Well, first of all, it's a very, very smooth, very comfortable bike. These wheels are like legit as big as motorcycle wheels, like a 250cc like bike. These tires are freaking huge. I guess it just stops you a little bit slower, the brakes do, but it didn't feel bad. But I could definitely tell it's not like as nimble as other smaller, cheaper e-bikes. This thing is freaking huge. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but like this thing is massive. As far as power goes, it's not too bad. It's about what you'd expect from an e-bike. It did limit me at 20 miles per hour, so I'm gonna see if I can like unlimit it, but if I can't, I'm just gonna do the range test and show you guys how many miles I get. But first, let's get you guys on an actual ride on it right now. Easily climb up curbs on this thing. Look at this thing, freak. This thing is just freaking massive. Like, look at the suspension on this thing. Woo. It's like a trampoline. Oh, freaking. Cool. So that's it. Let's get it on a ride real quick. Here's like a torque test from 0. Full throttle. So definitely not like ultra torquey, but like it like, I don't know, it's hard to explain because it's a heavy bike. Like, it's powerful enough, but it doesn't like launch from a standstill. Hub motors don't do well from a start, but once they actually get a couple rotations, like slowly spinning, then it really gets torquey. So if I were to do this and then hit the throttle, it's a lot faster. Super easy at the mountain. See, I didn't even fall. How about that? See that? Can it climb over the fire or the fire hydrant? That was the question. Oh!
I'm gonna get out the way.
Can it climb over this? No. Let's see if they can climb over the fire hydrant. All right, let's take out the Cobra Pro for a ride. It is a huge bike. Right off the bat, it's a huge bike. This thing is massive. It's legit the same height as a freaking motorcycle. It's probably the most planted bike I've ever reviewed, just as far as e-bike goes. It just feels really nice to ride on. Very minimal bumps. And like, yeah, I can't. It's a very comfortable bike, very big bike. And just the tires and everything are just massive, dude. I mean, right off the bat, I don't know what more there is to say about it, really. It's a very big, very planted, well put together bike. And it's still limited at like 22 miles per hour. I need to find out how I can unlimit this thing. Because like, for how big it is and how serious of a bike this is, it needs more speed. But yeah, again, very, very, very soft riding bike. Maybe you guys could see my shadow, but like, it just floats, man. It just bounces. Really nice suspension components, a very refined ride overall. And the power just is very linear. Like, it gets you up to speed fast enough, and it feels like it has enough power. But it's not, you know, crazy. It's not crazy. My initial impressions is just, it's so well made. It's a very comfortable, very planted bike. And this thing will go exactly where you tell it to. A lot of e-bikes, there's little things that feel a little bit janky about them, or, you know, they're just super light, so they just wander around the road a lot. But this thing is legit like a motorcycle spec, just how big this thing is. And it's a very cool looking bike too. As far as appearance and overall comfort and everything goes, this thing gets a 10 out of 10 for sure. Speed though, I need to figure out how to unlock this thing if I can. And I was looking, I only see a hub motor. It looks like maybe in the mid, like where the pedals go into the frame, that's probably just like a torque sensor or something to just power you with the hub motor. So I really do need, I'll update you guys when I actually figure that out. The website said 1,000 watt mid-drive motor, and it kind of looked like there was a mid-drive motor right when I opened it up, but it has a hub motor, so maybe there's some variation of this bike that I'm not seeing that just comes with a hub motor. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, overall, very, very, very smooth ride, and this thing really is made to go off-road and all-terrain, and you can legit just go anywhere you want. I don't even feel that. That's crazy. Like, I'm just gonna hit this curb, like barely feel it. That's hilarious. So this is probably the ultimate like off-road bike. It's got the biggest wheels I've ever reviewed on a bike before, and the suspension is just on another level. So that's probably why they priced it around $4,000. Oh, that's a lot of glass. But anyway, I'm gonna give it its best shot. Its commuting capabilities. Let's put it to the test. I'm gonna go on a full range test right now and see how many miles we get on one full charge. You guys know how I do this. No pedaling at all. It's literally just me using the throttle and riding this thing like a motorcycle. See how many miles the powertrain alone will take us. So let's get on a full range test. I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. Alright, so that's gonna do it for the HIMIWAY Cobra. And I found out this is not the Cobra Pro like they freaking said it was. This is the HIMIWAY Cobra, not the Cobra Pro edition with the mid-drive motor. So this is the Cobra with the 750 watt hub motor in the back. That was confusing me like crazy. And the frame is almost the exact same. So I thought this was a Cobra Pro the whole time I was doing this freaking video. So that being said, this is the HIMIWAY Cobra. It is $2,400, not $4,000 like I've been saying this whole time. So I just did the full range test and we got 26.9 miles minus 0.4, so 26.5 miles on one charge, which really is not bad for this size of bike and just the overall quality and the ride quality and just how it's built and everything. I personally really like it. Not for $4,000, but for $2,400 it's definitely not a bad bike. And I'd definitely say for the price, it is an awesome bike. But that's pretty much gonna do it on this episode. This is, again, the HIMIWAY Cobra, $2,400 if you guys wanna pick one up for yourself. And I can genuinely say this is the smoothest e-bike I have ever reviewed. I was freaking flying over all kinds of off-road terrain, did not even feel bumps. Like, this thing is impervious to bumps. You do not feel anything when you're riding. Besides that, I wish it was a little faster, but again, $2,400 and just the overall quality of the bike, you know, you can't have everything all in one. But 25 miles per hour, and I did unlock it. I did figure out how to unlock it. Plus and minus buttons together, minus button and information button, input the passcode, change the setting, and there you go, bing bong boom. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was very helpful for you guys, and I'll catch you next time.